Welcome back, everybody. We're ready to go. It's game 2 of Tongfu versus LGD in the WPC. It's the Ace Dota 2 League. I'm Gods. Joining me is Luminous. He's mic'd up, ready to go.
Yes.
I say that because game 1. Not
Look,
quite the case.
There was a time you weren't mic'd up too.
That's true.
Remember that? So
I love the team boots and everything. We get to, hopefully you guys at home get to see the teams. Definitely check out the Chinese stream if you want to see, get those actual camera shots of the plays and see all the production WPC are putting in. I think it's actually SCN TV, whoever that is, who are organizing and broadcasting the event. But
so I know we're seeing. I saw they lost a fairly tight game to LG China, but they're kind of just joking and laughing. So we looked up the. Can we just talk a little bit about the bracket and
yeah,
the weight?
sure.
Okay. So
draft is at the start. It's not important.
Get away from this Enchantress.
Whoa, yeah. Whoa, Lumi, I don't want to see that.
Enchantress cosplay or something. All right, so
preparation.
There's that's how I prepare for my cast. There's 10 teams. Which
yes.
Can you switch it to? I'm not sure if they saw the Enchantress. Did they see the Enchantress? Okay, damn, you missed out, guys.
Oh, we can show the format.
Show my monitor,
yeah.
please. So there's 10 teams: Invictus Gaming Team, DK, Tongfu, Vici, LGD.
We can just go down to the standings even if you scroll down.
So there's 10 teams. Like 6 teams get to move on right here. These 6 teams.
Yep.
So the 4 teams that don't get to move on is WPC Team A, Team HED. I'm saying that. I'm assuming they won't move on.
Yeah.
And then I assume 2 of these teams won't get to move on. So what I'm trying to say is that are you gonna play for 6 months?
No, it's like 3 months.
3 months, okay.
It's only like 2.5 months.
Okay, whatever.
It's done by the end of the year.
We're playing in a long period of time to say,
we're done by
guys.
November. I think it's 2 months.
Okay. But my point is, these matches don't really matter.
I disagree. Well, I think seeding does matter a bit.
Seeding does matter, but
and also it's just one of those things where you want to like do your fans proud and it's a lot of just personal pride at stake. But definitely it's not the end of the world if you drop a game here and there. But we'll hop ourselves into the draft now. We're done talking about formats and whatnot.
5 seconds remaining.
Something, it's similar to the Alienware Cup. There's 10 teams in the tournament if we want to bring back the flamethrower hexagons.
Oh, yeah. I mean, actually, WPC Ace and Alienware Cup is the same thing. They have the Pentagon, we had the X-Guns.
Because the way that worked back for those of you who most of you were at Alienware Cup is that we essentially ranked the teams 1 to 10 in each role. So we could be doing that here.
When you say we, I had no part in that whatsoever. And obviously I got all the blame for it.
I had a little part in that. Oh, Lumi, you got to mute.
I didn't touch
It's
nothing.
probably, it's the team, the ads.
It's from the Enchantress.
You got to ad block that shit, Lumi.
This
Everyone knows that.
This ain't my computer. You guys are
I'm
killing
just
esport by ad blocking.
Adblock does actually hurt everyone a lot, so please, those of you on the stream, don't run adblock. If you do, try opening like another browser without adblock on and just muting it. But right now, I don't know. I was about to say something. It probably wasn't very important, and it was completely not to do with the draft.
Yeah, we don't really talk about draft here. We're talking about Alienware Cup. And
Oh
the
yeah, so
Hexagons.
10 teams. So where I feel like we've alienated a few players. Who do we alienate next? Like, the Chinese players are less likely to read and watch. But
Actually, they had an interview with the Chinese players.
okay.
Yeah. They were like, I think we rated LGD China on like
Creativity, like
or
a
like
2.
late game at 4 or something like that, or something
Dude,
random, or
yeah, I think
something random. And they asked that particular Chinese player, it's like, what do you think of these hexagons? They're like, oh, that website or that
BTS.
website or something, because they saw it on a forum. It wasn't, they did.
All the Chinese netizens love to like flame players.
They
so.
didn't know it was from BTS. They just saw it on a forum. So that Chinese player assumes like, oh, that website is trying to get views or get hypes by having these controversial hexagons. So, that's what the Chinese think. But yeah, well, what of the Western players have we alienated?
I don't know. Well, I'm thinking the next player who we may be seeing add a number to the end of his name could be Zhou. We've had Zhou with and I think it may be something like a 3 after his name, after last game. Well, he played a good farming morphling, but
I settled that. 3's okay.
Zhou 3.
Yeah.
All right. Lumi, this time you did take part, Lumi.
Yes, I did take part
on camera.
camera.
All right. Well, Zhou 3. We've got that out of the way.
Okay.
But it's game 2. We can talk a little bit about the draft, maybe.
Sure.
I mean, there's nothing too interesting coming out just yet. I mean, there's stuff to talk about, but this is fairly standard. Tongfu grabbing up your 2 top-tier supports, LGD, go for a Weaver, Visage, not going for the Elder Titan this time around, actually banning it out themselves, which is, I guess, the big difference from game 1.
Yeah. So normally I say, hey, Naga, what we've seen lately is that she's been really, really good against BKB carries. And a lot of it, I think, we're going to see this game. If Dragonite gets a BKB and pops it to do his thing, he's going to get ensnared, the song comes on, and everybody focuses Dragonite. But with that said, Dragonite is one of those tankier heroes that maybe can withstand that focus. You can't really do that to Weaver, because he'll just time-lapse and should be okay. And Enigma might get BKB. I doubt he will get the BKB unless it goes fairly late.
Yeah, but this is I like LG when they play Enigma. I think they're expecting that they can get away with an Enigma jungle here because Tongfu just going to farm their Alchemist in the safe lane. But this is something they can go offensive trialing with if they want to try and maybe punish LGD, who are going to have some kind of a dual lane. At the same time, if it's Weaver with like a Visage, Weaver just plays super defensive.
Whatever they do with this draft, I hope to God they don't do that safe lane Xiao TG DK. They do that. Last time it was a Shadow Fiend mid and a DK safe lane. And
I don't think Yao is likely to play Weaver. I've seen Zhao 8 play Weaver in the middle lane, but Yao plays those kind of like Elder Titan type heroes. The Clockwork, the Elder Titan, the Mag. These sort of tanky initiated type heroes who just are very durable in the off lane.
He might just straight up play Enigma off lane. That's a possibility too.
Yes.
And then you can just pick up, I don't know, another support. This lineup from LG right now is extremely flexible. They could get really greedy and put an Enigma in the jungle too.
Zhao 8 deep in thought here. Right, but Lumi. Oh well, it's paused now.
What was he deep in thought?
About the draft.
Oh, look at that. It's like here's a visual translation. What he just said is, this game don't matter. Let's pick up Enigma. No?
I don't know about that, but
I read his lips, guys. I know Chinese.
For those of you on stream who don't realize, we've got on the monitor behind us, as you've seen, we can see the Chinese stream. They've got their cool little
we need to get
they've copied GD Studio with their little
I'm pretty sure they copied GD Studio.
They've also I mean look at this, like super relaxed, like I mean they're wearing ties but it's like not properly done. Like loosened down. They're going for that GD Studio approach. Chinese don't know what's up.
Can we just do that
They copied our hexagons, but they didn't even do hexagons. They did pentagons.
Right.
Then
they couldn't figure out one of the attributes.
And then they copied the GD Studio little magnet board, except couldn't figure out how to use magnets. I'm pretty sure all magnets are made in China, but
right. What else?
Fun fact: 93% of the world's magnets are made in China. I just looked that up.
Okay. What else have they copied?
I don't know. Not much yet.
These Pigman overlays. That's
probably copied from Join Dota.
Western inventions.
Yeah, it looks tacky. It's probably copied from Join Dota.
Holy shit!
No, I'm kidding. That was too easy. That was a cheap shot.
Well then, back to the draft. Bounty Hunter gets picked up here. Yeah, that's a hero.
LGD's turn to pick.
I mean, Tongfu. Now it is revealed they're going to be looking at just the Alchemist in the safe lane, farming away.
Moon does play out mid quite a bit too.
And I think with this, LGD almost definitely go for an Enigma in the jungle. So Enigma goes jungle. You've got your just dual lane, safe lane. DK, hopefully in the mid, although I guess he could be safe lane farming, depending whether or not they want Weaver or DK mid. But I think there's not many heroes DK will struggle against where Weaver would be better mid.
I did not hear a word you say because I was watching as the Chinese analysts moved Enigma to the jungle.
Yeah.
So they think the exact same thing that you're thinking.
Cool. Do we actually know who these... we needed, like, Chinese netizens in our chat?
Apparently they're Lumi A and B. That's what I've been told who they are. Because everybody that's Asian and is wearing glasses are automatically Lumis.
They're actually, I don't know if they're the commentators or just commentating the draft, because they're actually talking to their microphones here. And they seem to be talking with the casters, maybe, but...
I don't know, they're just looking to the side.
I don't recognize them.
Perhaps they're also looking at Enchantress.
Doesn't seem to be any known Chinese casters. But,
10 seconds.
Alright, well. They haven't got Enchantress cosplays yet. I'm going to be the world's first Enchantress cosplayer. Well, I actually don't know if that's true.
Alright!
Game on.
Okay!
Zoe says, this game does matter. We're going Space Cow.
I guess this game, it doesn't matter. We're going to Space Cow. But one thing that we have seen in the past is that Space Cow is played as the carry role in Chinese scene. So I think Enigma Visage supports Space Cow safe lane perhaps, Dragonite mid, Weaver top. Or you could go just say, hey, we go Space Cows off lane. And there's not really a real way to stop the Spirit Breaker. Ensnare is too slow to stop it. Rubik is...
It seems like a good hero for Yao. Like, not
this...
not your best. He can't really do much against this tri lane, but neither can we. No one can do anything against the tri lane. He may just like jungle with the Enigma even. Tongfu pick up. Oh, it's an Alchemist mid, so they switch things up here. They're going to put Shadow Fiend safe lane. And
That's what I said.
Alchemist
When you
mid?
say Alchemist safe lane, I was like, Moo plays a mid too.
Okay.
And you're like,
I was too busy watching.
we ain't a team here.
What did these Chinese casters have? They didn't have the Alchemist
They
mid.
don't know what they're talking about.
I still see Alchemist top on theirs.
Look, they don't know anything. They should have me there. I fit the look.
Where's your tie here, Lumi? Gonna dress up at BTS.
No, this is casual.
We should be dressing up. This
BTS
is like the biggest tournament as far as
Yeah, we'll
big
dress
leagues
up for
go.
the best of 9 final. Best of 9.
Best of 7 grand balls. That's where we pull out the ties.
Look, we dress up when it counts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I still remember you were wearing a vest that one time.
TI3's
when we had
qualifiers.
final, yeah, there you
Grand
go.
finals.
Every other day we just come in boxers and a shirt.
No pants at the BTS studio.
Nope. We learn from
Pants
Ice.
optional.
Learn from the best.
Okay, so we'll introduce our two teams before anything breaks out and we forget to introduce them. LGD China going to be playing on the Radiant team. We're going to have DDC playing Visage at the bottom lane. We're going to have Zhao Wei playing the Solar Mid Dragon Knight. DD on the Jungle Enigma. Looks like Yao going to be playing the Spirit Breaker, possibly in the safe lane. And actually, Zhao Tuji went top. He spammed his Shikuchi to get there. He's out of mana. He just spammed Shikuchi to get this ward down. He's going to go safe lane farming, and this is just to help out Yao.
This is so next level.
All right.
Yeah.
I like it. I like what I'm seeing.
I think he also saved go just in case that if he died, he could teleport into lane. or
Look,
something.
Lumi, you flame me, but it is Zhou back on the Alchemist.
Look, they
did
don't know
the
what they're
They
doing.
did the swapperoo.
Nobody knows what they're doing. Apparently, the Chinese analysts know what they're doing. They retained your job. I'm not at China because of that reason. You know, XCT, by the way, he's also got a couple wards. He has placed 2 Century wards, and he's got 2 more on himself. Yo, that's 400 gold investment on just wards. Actually, did he place these wards too?
I don't know.
He's playing a tons of wards. Okay.
Jeez.
Look at this.
He wants to deny this whole jungle from Enigma here. I don't know what Enigma needs to try to find a way into the enemy jungle, but that's against a scary tri-lane, so goodbye jungle, Enigma. This is how you deal with the jungle. Like, normally jungle Enigma is saying that can just get huge. We've seen Enigma like level 8 at 7 minutes in the jungle because you can't maybe contest him, you can't punish it, and this is one way where you give him a really rough time, but he will find a couple camps here, it looks like.
Well, if XCT don't block it off.
Well, he's going to kill off these Alpha Wolves for the time being. Bounty Hunter going to come in and scout it out. He may just look to snipe some Eidolons here. Eidolons give decent golden experience.
Yeah, I would straight up just cancel the clarity and we win walk. I mean, DDC, that thing's important. Oh, he's going to try to pull.
No, he's going to block the stack. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Nicely played. This may force out a Sentry Ward as well. Like Sentry.
XCT trying to get that camp steal. Not
They've
gonna
got
work.
Dust. That's the other thing to be careful of. Dust much better at killing Bounty Hunter at level 1 than just Sentries. So if he's not careful, he will get caught out, brought down early.
All right, with that said, let's quickly introduce our players from Tongfu. XTD playing that off lane Bounty Hunter. We have Moo playing a solo mid Shadow Fiend, who's going to match up fairly decently against Xiao in the mid lane. Xiao's got that bottle growing, but we're going to see Moo with that Wraith Band and a little bit of pull regen. He should be fine. On the top, looks like we have a little bit of initiation on Yao. He throws the sun to the face. That's Zoe playing Alchemist. We have Shanshdom playing that Rubik. Had a big Rubik game last time, and it's going to be ZSMJ playing the Naga Siren.
Yeah, Yao at top lane is being he's getting experience here. At the same time, he needs to be careful because if Alchemist starts channeling a stun and there's a Riptide as well as a Rubik Telekinesis, he takes a ton of damage. Riptide synergizes very well with the Alchemist stun as it is physical damage, and they're going to go in. There's a lift, there's a
Charge!
Riptide.
Get out of here!
It's going to get cancelled though.
He's fine.
Yeah, that's the main thing. He survives it, and well, he got himself some experience behind his tower. Salves Tango's up, and he's going to wants to go back to lane, but he can't do so.
Yeah, you just have to give the long walk around, which is fine.
He's missing experience here, unfortunately. His T1 tower, there's a full creep wave there that he's not reaching, as well as his Tier 2 tower, a couple of
but
creeps.
Joe's missing farm, and that tower is not dying anytime soon.
Yeah,
So.
that's actually a much bigger loss. He's causing just Joe some problems here as far as last hits go, and Yao already level 2.5 is more than enough as far as offlane goes, because Bounty Hunter is actually behind him.
Alright, mid gank, perhaps incoming. We have a haste rune coming here from ZSMJ.
Alright, well, he's going to look to go in fairly soon. Zhao Wei, full HP. He can get himself some more mana from this bottle as
They
well.
should just ensnare that creep or that courier
Oh.
and go for that thing.
He actually could have almost killed it. It looks like it's going to go back to base now and be fine, but Zhao Wei up to level 4, so he's doing just fine here at the middle lane. But during all of this, Yao's got himself experience top, as well as a couple last hits. He sees the 2 supports, and he's like, okay, no problem. He needs to back off very soon, though.
He's got charge? What are you going to do?
That charge gets cancelled a bit too easily, but he's on the high ground here, so he should see them at a decent time. He'll still get caught by the net and snare. This will be close.
They open up with the lift. That ain't going to work. Oh, no, the stun's going to come through with the ensnare. You can't charge out of ensnare. We have learned that. He charged, stuns them, and, well, what was that?
That doesn't work.
That does not work.
Sanjin takes a lot of damage from the tower, but not going to matter. And yeah, we've done our homework. We know how those 2 spells work.
I'm not sure whether he knew, because there's no reason for you to charge that first level. There's only 3 seconds. You probably could have waited that one out and then charged.
This is what you do when your jungle camps get Water's Enigma. You just come push.
Yeah, that's fine. What is
Bounty Hunter
going to do?
One of the worst tower defenders there is.
The best thing he could do early game is Shuriken toss a creep and draw it back to aggro. Unfortunately,
level 2.
Level 2.
Well, Rubik's going to just drop a Fade Bolt. And this is actually going to, this will help defend this tower, because that does draw the creep aggro. And also going to get Bounty Hunter up to level 3.
But that's fine. Spear Breaker says, all right, level time.
Yeah, space created, and LGD going to get themselves... they are down that 1 kill here, but I think this start for them is okay-ish. You've got Shadow Fiend at the middle lane, actually topping the CS charts, but that's a hero they can shut down easily come mid-game time, because they've got a Spirit Breaker, and Shadow Fiend's a great target for him.
Yeah, I mean, when you're playing solo mid against a Spirit Breaker or either a support off lane, a little bit better on the off lane position, because you never really see it coming, it's very, very scary. But they do see Spirit Breaker coming, because he's constantly tracked out on the top lane.
Yeah, and he's brought himself some boots now, so this will help him survive and just look to roam around the map a lot easier for himself. But do you feel either team has sort of benefited more from this early game? Midas on the Alchemist for Zhou.
And Midas been used for a long time on the Alchemist. In fact, he's used it 70-second ago, so we're looking at like 330, 340. Yikes. That is insane. He hasn't bought any early game. I think he's maybe got a Tango.
He comes
charges in the mid lane, and it's going to go on.
Rubik's ready for it.
Where the hell is it going on?
Oh, it's not on Shadow Fiend, is it?
Did he just charge a creep?
Maybe he charged Shadow Fiend and we just didn't have the animation. Perfect World Service at their finest. Or was he charging Bounty Hunter even?
I checked Bounty Hunter. There was no charge on him either. I don't know what he was charging, but
Perfect World Service.
It was not relevant of a charge.
Well, it's not just Rubik hovering around this middle lane. ZSMJ now going to chop as well, and they're going to smoke gank. So the 2 supports going to get active early, and they've already hit level 3 as well, so they're not actually 2 level staff. So I feel like this is a good time to go for a smoke gank. And they're going to go right into the jungle. This could go poorly for them if they get spotted from the high ground. They need to be careful. Enigma does spot him out, but he ran in way too far.
Obligatory fee game. But no, this is just being somewhat caught unlucky and out of position. DD's going to die, but here comes the charge. Shan Shung's going to be the first one to die. Now the charge now goes on ZSMJ. You continue to shake because here comes the Space Cow. 1 raise. That's going to force Yao back. But here comes Dragonite. He's going to have Dragon Tail. Yes, he does. They're going to go on Moo instead. Moo is going to go down to a Soul Assumption. That's what Space Cows do for you.
Yeah, that worked out really well in the MFLG. I think Shadow Fiend didn't actually have to go in there. He made a bit of a mistake. I think they could have lost 1 less hero, Tongfu, but they felt the need to sort of hang around and make sure no one got stunned up by DK. Instead, it's actually SF who gets stunned, brought down. But LGD, this early game is going all right for them. They have got the Enigma in the jungle, who's been slowed down a bit by the annoying Bounty Hunter, but he's up to level 5. He's going for the mech for his team. I imagine LG's game plan is to push hard and push early, because with a fast Enigma mech, with Eidolons, and with a Dragonite, they're pushing heroes really strong.
Yeah, they are. I mean, they already got a tier 1 tower. They're starting to pressure on the tier 2. You can see that right now, Xiao Tuji. Despite having a 1v1 matchup, it's doing a really good job of harassing XCT backwards.
Alright, well, Zhou, he's got a fast phase Midas, and something he may need to do if they want to try and defend these pushes is get some early points in Acid Spray, or at least go for a fast Shadow Blade to try and help out his team and fight early.
I'm actually fairly impressed right now. XCT's got himself like level 6. And he's, I think being participant of that 1 kill in the jungle really helped his level. And remember, it was, the Rubik that came in and drew a lot of that creep wave backwards. I think he got a ton of that solo experience as well. So, XCT hitting level 6, I imagine he'll just teleport in the lane, Invisor, get a level 6. And then, well, we'll talk about that later. Here's CSMJ getting charged.
He's going to 1 stun to lead things off. Zhao needs his stun as well. He's got a Flame Breath, and that should be the kill here. Leaves it for Zhao as well. TP coming in. This is Bounty Hunter. He's only going to be able to get a track off here.
No, he's not 6 yet.
So.
Oh, it's 1 creep away. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's just the Naga Siren though, so ideally they'd be getting the Shadow Fiend here, and Shadow Fiend's still alive. He's hit level 7, so Razor's going to be used to try and stall this push, but with Dragon Form up with Eidolons, maybe somewhat unsuccessful. And DDC actually behind the tower here, enemy lines. He is going to dust up XCT, but brought down by a double raise. Nicely played by Mu. Unfortunately, there's a DK Dragon Tail. Alchemist Joe teeping in early. He's going to start channeling his stun. He's looking for a target. He's going to go on Yao. Double smash, but what a black hole. Catches out 4, and LGD going to just tear the Tongfu squad apart here. Weaver even showing up for this. Yao Tuji's going onto the Shadow Fiend first. Now going to find ZSMJ, and Zhou TP'd in, but could not find anything for Tongfu. What a rotation coming in. Enigma DD is the hero of today, as he finds himself a tier 1 tower as well for the team. He played a heroic Vengeful Spirit last game, and here he is on Enigma making some big plays.
Yeah, that black hole was absolutely huge, because you fight under a tier 1 tower and you don't get a black hole, you lose that team fight badly, and that tier 1 probably get denied as well. More importantly, they kill out Zhou. Zhou was forced back, excuse me. But regardless, they force a TP, Zhou doesn't get anything done. I think they killed like a Visage or something. And back to the jungle he goes. With that said though, he is going to hit one of the fastest Shadow Blade I've ever seen. So, you know, Tongfu is looking to do some big mid-game impact soon.
Yeah, his GPM right now is going absolutely fantastic, but I still feel like if LGD are ready for this, they plop down some Sentry Wards, they just prepare for the incoming Shadow Blade, they'll be pretty certain that this is going to be his first item, and based on how fast he had the Midas, they should know it's coming in the next couple of minutes.
With that said though, if you're dropping Sentry Ward, that is a cost for your support. That's a cost that perhaps you could have delayed a little bit if he didn't have that quick Shadow Blade. Unfortunately, that's what they have to deal with, so Zhou is, well, he's just about 1,000 gold away. Let's see how we're farming on the other side of the map. We have Yao, who's been basically charging. He's got himself an urn, which, you know, fairly decent. He's gone for actually the max Greater Bash build. Do you know if that's the standard build? I actually haven't seen too much Spirit Breaker, so I can't really say.
I think last time I saw the Chinese team use it, they did go for this build. You get this is where you get like your damage from, as far as you get your damage based on your movement speed. It comes from leveling up the Greater Bash, and well, you get the longest stun duration as well, and you're guaranteed a Greater Bash coming out of the Charge of Darkness. So
okay,
it seems to be what I've seen majority of Spirit Breakers going for. The Empowering Haste is just a pure movement speed aura, which I guess early on you don't need as much.
Yeah, it's definitely a very, very good aura at the late game, but
yeah.
For now it's not
it doesn't. When you're trying to push, you don't so much need the chasing potential, it feels like. And if anything, your Weaver's maybe chasing, and he's got the Shikuchi, so he shouldn't have problems finishing off kills. But LGD, they're not done pushing. They're just grouped up at bottom. They've got 3 heroes here, and it looks like they may just get this tier 2 tower uncontested.
Man, you say that's push, I thought it was something like a mid-game push, but they're just getting tower left and right, and they are going to lose 1 tower, but that's completely fine. In fact, Spirit Breaker could just initiate with a charge, and they could all teleport in, but they're not going to go for that kind of risky defense. They'll just get a kind of a advantageous trade and just back off.
Yep, well, they TP Dragon Knight up here as well, so they're ready to defend this tier 2 tower should any continuous pushes come. There's your charge. They want Zhou. He hasn't actually finished his Shadow Blade yet. He's 20 gold away from it. Track onto Yao. Can they actually stop Zhou from going down? There's a DK stun. There's a Flame Breath. And, well, that's going to slow down your Shadow Blade.
Xiao Tuji in this team fight as well. He sees CSMJ. The Swarm doesn't hit. The right click will there. There's going to be an urn coming in. And Xiao Tuji wants a bit more. Sakuchi will hit. The right clicks will follow through. Here comes Shanshan. Lift and the toss back to Yao. That's going to get a double stun. Backtrack and, well, back he goes. And it looks like Yao's going to be the sacrificial bait. The Stomp Cell from the birds. Can we get another stun? The Familiar's going to drop down. That's going to be a 2-man stun. And Xiao Wei right back in. And share Xiao Tuji as well. Focusing on Mu. Mu's going to get dropped down as well. Game 2 looking really badly for Tongfu. We're going to see another charge from Yao. And that's going to be a right-click kill. Very easy on Xiao. Well, I say that.
Nice multi-hero stun, but it's Naga Siren who actually went down to a soul assumption from Visage on the sidelines. And
oh, Xiao Tuji, he wants a bit more. The Flame Breath's going to get one more. Look at these guys. They're just face rushing so hard. Black Hole wanted to come off cooldown. Joe TP's in. He's dead.
And at this point, after you kill off 3 heroes and Alchemist is TPing in, well worth an early game Black Hole just for the one hero. He had the amazing 4-hero Black Hole at mid, but this one is going to guarantee them a 1 team fight as well as a T1 tower at the top lane. LGD just steamrolling through. How many
kills did they just get? 1, 2, 3, 4. They got like 6 kills in a row.
We go from a traditional Chinese Dota game to this, Lumi.
Yeah.
This is like an LGD who have just seemed to be like Jekyll and Hyde. They've got many faces and many playstyles right now.
That's actually scary to think about, walking into this Ace League. I mean,
to think this is the team that TI2, TI3 had one playstyle, one way of drafting and never changed it. Here they are saying, screw that. We've reinvented ourselves. And it all started with Zhao Tuji being added to the lineup.
Yeah, and then perhaps just a different mindset from Xiaowei and the rest of the team saying, hey man, we don't have to play this style. Even though we're really, really good at it, we'll just, you know, switch it up a little bit. Here comes Xiaowei initiating. ZSMJ out of position. He's going to get burst down as well. There's no black on this team fight. I'm not too sure what is necessary. Look at this charge. A Sun 3 hero, and they're going to focus right on Mu. Mu on the run, but hard to run from Xiao Tuji as he gets one kill. He sees the bugs on Shansheng. He's chasing for more. He's into the tier 3. See, into the base. He's going to get Shansheng with a Gemini attack. We're going to see a GG coming out very, very soon.
This looks just disastrous for Tongfu.
Xiao Tuji just to the face.
He may time-lapse it now, just to heal himself up a little bit. No, he's just going to decide to retreat. And I imagine LGD, they're not going to get too ahead of themselves. They're doing all of this without item pickups. All of these heroes are suddenly sitting on like 2k gold each. Your Weaver's got 2.7k
there's
gold.
The item pickups.
Yeah, everyone is just filthy rich after all 2 towers, countless kills. They can fall back, they get the medallion, they take Roshan, and then they look to push high ground. And we're only 14 minutes in the game.
Yeah.
And I imagine we look at them just going into that Roshan pit very shortly, as Visage has got that medallion waiting at base.
I mean, you're looking at a 3.5 minute Midas on a free farm Alchemist, and he's not even top of the net worth. That's how far behind Tongfu is. As Weaver is your highest net worth with 4 kills, 4 assists. He's got a BKB finish, so he is just basically unkillable in the front lines. And to be honest, if LG decides to, hey, we're going to siege your tier 2, we're going to siege your tier 3, what is Tongfu going to do about it?
I think very little right now. Like you say, Alchemist is just falling behind. It's a 10k gold lead at 14 minutes in. Something you don't often see with these evenly matched up Chinese teams. And right now, well, XCT at the middle lane, you're going to have to be very, very careful because LGD are sniffing out for blood. They want more. They're going to go for this tier 2 mid tower maybe, or maybe even just straight into Roshan. They have got the medallion now out, and they've got complete and utter map control. Wards all over the map. Well, some of it being dewarded. The high cliff ward has been dewarded.
Here comes a Shadow Blade from Alchemist. If there's a comeback mechanic, that's gotta be it. They have Sentry Ward available, though.
And Dust. Like, Sentry's Dust, they're fully prepared for this.
Well, they gotta drop those Sentry Ward down, and so far I don't see one just yet.
Tier 2 tower going to take a fall as I am be surprised if LGD keep on pushing here. They should back off and take Roshan. There's no real reason not to take Rosh before going for a high ground push.
They are tracked,
extra
but
gold
I don't think that matters.
Oh, they would just like be like, come on Tongfu, I dare you to come and try stop this.
Yeah, there is a 1 Sentry Ward and kind of a offshoot spot that is going to prevent the Alchemist initiation from going in this position. This direction.
Alchemist is just trying to get him.
They see him top right now.
Yeah, I think he's realized that there's no contesting this, even with a Shadow Blade up. And the good news for LGD is they've spotted this Shadow Blade, so there's no chance of getting caught by surprise by it.
XTT, looks like we had a charge, but a song comes in.
Is he actually going for a Roshan still here? Sentry's out of range? Oh, he got pinged though, because he had to re-Shadow Walk, so they know he's there. They put another Sentry Ward to be safe. And
I mean, that was a song for a kind of an off chance maybe XCT could steal the Aegis and walk out of there, but do you think that was well worth it for Song? Because here comes a Rax push.
I don't think Song's going to help you hold your base in
That's
general,
true.
though. It's like you're not setting up for a team fight too well. It's just to maybe disengage, but ultimately if you're using it to save someone, you're going to lose Raxes in your own base. Uh-oh, XCT. He's been dusted up. He's over by the Ancients. He's spotted out.
Charge.
They need vision. 1 second. It's up now. Yeah, there we go.
Ooh, that sound.
The dust is wearing off, though.
Oh,
re-Shadow Walked, and there's actually no more dust.
Stun. There's a dust from DDC.
Gem.
There's a gem.
It's about time, and this gem is going to pretty much seal Tongfu's fate, because Alchemist Shadow Blade, he can't initiate now because of this gem. Bounty Hunter becomes very irrelevant.
And there's your 10,000 gold lead, officially with that 1 kill.
Zhou's just going to go straight for a BKB and hope for the best here. And he's still got a good 2k gold to go before that BKB is even up.
I mean, Alchemist with farm, you can actually get that BKB fairly quickly.
Yeah.
My concern for him is that I don't think this BKB matters, because the right-click damage is absolutely brutal. Weaver at this point already deals... I mean, you gotta keep in mind that Zhou's got no armor, even with that BKB, so... Xiaoyi's finding random kills.
Yeah, this is just brutal. And they're going to TP back and defend. I think LGD... They know they've got a good 3 or 4 minutes before they even have to push. They'll steal the Aegis, and I think they maybe want to wait for the Desolator on Weaver. Or at least wait for these lanes to be pushed out a bit more, because they're in such a decisive lead here that they can do absolutely anything, and it looks good. Yeah. They're dewarding the map as well, so they're going to get complete other map control.
Well, Casper says game is done, and I agree. He disconnects.
He says, "Yep, I'm done. Let's go cast some EU Dota." Yeah. Alright. Charge. Oh man, Zhao Wade spot out. Oh, Zhou stuns himself. I don't think actually LG don't actually see that. He's on the other side of the trees, but they're going to kill off ZSMJ. It looks like.
Will they?
There's a
CSMJs.
charge. There's no sleep. I love that noise it makes. Uh oh, XTT. He walks into the gem visage. Rip.
Well then. Did you say rip? Rip in peace?
Rip.
Okay. Well, he definitely just got ripped.
Okay. So straight down the middle lane, it looks like is now the game plan for LGD. As they've got everything they need. There's no real reason to wait things out, wait for Alchemist to pick up another lane, another item or anything.
Got the mech. Got the Aegis. Got the BKB. Xiao Wei's in the front line.
Yeah. Corrosive attack to help push. You've got Eidolons. There's just I feel the Shadow Fiend pick was just way too free.
Woo! The stun comes in from Shansheng. The Ensnare comes out, but Shansheng's gonna get blown easily up. The stuns come here against Mu, and Mu, well, no chance either. They got 2. They're looking for 3. Well, that was a BGG one if I ever seen, but that's cool. They're gonna get a couple more kills. And
Yap may actually go down here. Small consolation prize? No.
Oh, still alive.
What's that
still
tower?
alive.
Who's deeping in? It's ZSMJ. He's looking for a kill, but not gonna find it. GG comes out, and Tongfu just getting punished for a super great
Oh, he
gun.
wants but he misses the Riptide on his own soul. CSMJ.
Oh no.
Oh.
It's not like instant enough, that song off.
No, it was not.
This just to me comes down to that last pick Shadow Fiend, just so greedy. They have a
They
farming
wander lanes.
They have a farming alchemist.
They
You can't
kill
have a
Yao.
Shadow Fiend as well.
Shadowfield won his lane. XCD got level 6 quick. What went wrong? It was that one big dive where they got 6 kills in a row, remember?
I think even before then there was a lot going wrong though. Like sure they get the first blood on Yao, but it still didn't feel like it was at such like he missed so much farm to actually get it. So
No, he got a 3.5 minute minus.
from the first blood goal.
I just think that it
It was still worth it, but
remember that top team fight? I think it was who was the person that get initiate on? It was like Zhou, I think. And the rest seems like Zhou, we initiate. And then better products. Was that WePlay? I don't know.
I think it was a Chinese commercial.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
With Era? Is that a Chinese commercial? Oh, that's yeah, that is Chinese commercial.
Dang. Well, the Chinese stream still has the game up behind us. What's going on? Our Chinese stream is super delayed. I'm still watching this game go on, Lumi, behind us. We need to fix things over here.
I don't
behind.
really know if this is a game or something else.
Yeah, this is like 10-minute delay, or not 10 minutes, but 5 minutes. But yeah, it was just sure they maybe got a tiny early game lead with the Alchemist getting a fast minus. But how do you at 10 minutes into the game, looking like comparing the hero compositions, you have a Naga Siren who maybe isn't level 6 yet. You have a Shadow Fiend you can't fight. You have an Alchemist who can't really fight either because he's still looking to farm away. Whereas LGD have 5 heroes who are ready to go early on. All these heroes are good around the level 5 to 10 point. Like their supports don't have to have level 6. I think they just have a lot more going for them.
Yeah, I really think Tongfu has a lineup where you can't play from behind. What is a Bounty Hunter going to do for you when you're behind? What is a Shadow Fiend going to do for you when you're behind? Not much.
Yeah.
And that top engagement where they got 4 or 5 kills in a row after things like Sakuchi Chase, Dragon Knight Chase, Charge Chase, you just lost way too much.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to Bruno. This game was just, it's the Space Cow, man.
Space Cow's getting nerfed, I can tell you
Space
that.
Cow legit
Space Cow
hero.
OP.
Well, that does it. We're done with our first best of 2 series of today. LGD take it 2-0. So, yeah, to all the LGD fans out there, to all the people who put rares down, your rares are safe. We've got one more 2-game series. It's going to be Rising Stars, their new roster in action. Sylar, CTY, how do they do? How does this team work out for you, Lumi?
CTY to me may be overhyped.
You've got QQQ, one of the top Chinese support
They
players.
got King J.
And yeah, King J to me is like a good
And
person
they
to
got
pull this team
Sylar.
together.
You got XCD. XCD is a player. Actually, looking at the roster of this lineup, Rising Stars. Alright,
Yeah.
okay.
It's like you're saying 6 teams advance, and for the teams that a game doesn't matter, but
What if they won one against WPC Team B?
no, okay. No, I'm more talking about like you were like not looking at this match coming up, but like in general for the 8 teams who aren't the WPC teams, it's tough competition. There's Rattlesnake who are very weak, but for the other 7, who's the weakest of those 7? I don't even know at this point. I can tell you who's maybe not the weakest, which is like your IG, your LGD, but I don't know who's the team that gets knocked out, because one team from those big 7 names is going to get knocked out in the group stage.
I could tell you that it is a lot easier to be better than one team and then make it into the playoff.
Someone has to be that one team, though.
Right. Than being better than 8 other team at TI to make it to the, money.
All right. Well, Rising Stars are going to be taking on Team Cupid's Hearts, I believe it's called.
WPC Team B.
WPC Team B.
Yes.
I like. I mean, that's so
That's what they call
impersonal.
them.
That's so impersonal. They're Cupid's Hearts. That's a good team name. That's a
Yeah.
solid team name.
Or
Or
Heart
Heart
get
Together.
together. There you go.
I like this. Look at that. I love Heart. This is. They've even got like good uniforms, going for the Valentine's theme. Just because they're red. I don't know. But that's our next match. That's gonna be coming up shortly, guys. Stay tuned as we'll take a quick break, and when we come back, our next 2-game series of the day will be live.